Alright, so it looks like everything's set up appropriately. So, Professor, this is No Man's Sky. As you can see, it's a space exploration game. There's about, I don't know, there's trillions upon trillions of actual planets I can visit and go to. And I apologize in advance if this makes you sick to, like, look at and disorienting. So, we're in a solar system right now that has 3 planets that all look generally the same. They're all really close to one another, too. Really close to one another. And I believe that they all have different temperatures and climates. And, you know, just like regular science fiction, these are other, like space colonies, other things. But we're not focusing on those, we're focusing on the planets. As far as I can tell, I can't actually get to the sun, so that seems to be problematic. The only thing I can really do is interact with these 3 planets. But what we're gonna do is actually go to a different star system. Because I gathered resources specifically for this.
Navigational data received.
If I can get it to go to where I want it to go. There we go. Alright, so we are going to warp to this solar system right here. I don't seem to have resources available to warp any farther. But essentially every point of light here is something that I can travel to. So let's warp. Now, unfortunately, I have no idea how fast I'm traveling or what science explains how quickly I can travel between star systems. So I've never been to this star system before, and it looks like there are 2 planets and 2 moons. So let's go check them out. I mean, obviously this is an extremely large planet versus what I assume is its moon. So let's go check out its moon first. We'll pull up a little bit. There's a whole bunch of these rocks flying around too, which I suppose are asteroids. But they don't actually seem to be moving or anything. They're just floating they're just stationary. So that seems kind of wrong. But let's go land on this moon that appears to have an atmosphere. So we're getting some atmospheric resistance. It appears to be raining, too. I've actually never been on a planet with weather like this, so this could be interesting. See if we can find somewhere. Oh, so we have acid rain going on. I have no idea what my... That was a kind of extreme day and night cycle right there. Interesting. So let's see if we can find any degree of a base anywhere. There we go. It's already morning again. Wow, that is some extreme weather going on there. I have no idea how quickly this planet's rotating. So it's pouring toxic rain. Oh yeah, this is an extremely acidic planet. I'm not even sure I can actually explore that much. Grab some carbon. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot on here. I will need to go gather some more resources so I can actually lift off. It seems like this planet is rotating really quickly. I have no idea what the escape velocity is for anything either. Every planet I've been to in this entire game is basically the same. So that's where we were at. Let's try going on this big one. So this seems a little better, but it's also weird that a planet this large compared to where we're at has the exact same gravity. That seems to be relatively common in this game. All planets seem to have pretty much the same gravity, regardless of how big or small they are. Of course, I found something cool. So we'll grab some iron. Alright, so we got launch thrusters. Alright, oh, and there also seems to be a hefty degree of animal life, which I'm not even going to comment on, because I don't possess the, you know, biological knowledge to comment on that. But they do seem to be everywhere. Along with, lots of plant life. Planet also appears to be toxic, but not nearly as toxic as the moon. Yeah, regardless of what planet I go to, whatever the atmosphere, whatever the climate, whatever the size, everything remains the same. Which seems really weird and inaccurate. Almost every planet has life and plants. And I guess that's possible, but well, it's not very probable. Guess it won't let me save again. Let's try exploring the planet a little more. So given the shape and size of my ship, it also doesn't seem like a very good aerodynamic space travel-y ship. Seems to be one of the better ships, but it doesn't seem to make much sense.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
So let's try going back out. Well, let's not thrust out. Let's just go at a regular normal speed. Yeah, see, I just got out of that planet like it was no big deal. There was almost no resistance. It's just, it's not, I don't think it's right. And like that planet is way bigger than anything else. Let's try going here. Is that the one we went to? Yeah. Also, whenever you smash anything in this game, it's just sort of blows to bits and then they go away. No big deal. I will say though that it does give a decent idea of size in terms of like spatial differences, because with me not warping, this will take a while to get to. So I mean, if you look at it, I'll actually arrive at this speed in 15 real-time minutes, not game minutes, not anything. It says that I'm traveling at 2,594 units per second, but I don't actually know what that really means. The context of these units it's not really explained. So we're actually going to warp because I'm not going to sit here for 15 minutes. Planets seem a lot closer than they actually are. So even traveling at... And I've run out of fuel. I'm being attacked by ships, so I can't actually warp. I also didn't really plan on engaging in combat, so we're going to avoid that. So I guess while we're looking at this planet on a very slow trip to it, it looks like there might be ice or water or something. It's kind of reddish. It's an empty planet full of copper and gold. So that could be why. It doesn't say anything in the atmosphere or anything. Oh, maybe those are just cloud formations. Yeah, those are just... they're clouds. It also doesn't matter what angle or anything I approach planets at, I can immediately stop on a dime. See? Not even a big deal. Well, I suppose this planet doesn't have any plant or animal life. This one actually is dead. I think this is more accustomed to what we'd find. Also, every planet I've actually encountered has been a terrestrial planet. Not a single one has been jovial. And I don't know if that's... if they just don't exist or what. Doesn't really seem to be anything here. I'm not seeing anything. really worth stopping for, but we'll get out and take a look. So this is a pretty much dead planet. Peaceful climate. Resources are sporadic. Everything seems to be chill.
Technology recharge.
So I'm pretty sure this is more accurate to what we'd actually find. So let's see. That's the big planet we were on, orbited by 2 moons, and then this must be the second planet. Seem to be really close in their orbits too. Yeah, there's not a whole lot here at all. Again, I seem to have the exact same weight regardless of the planet.
Slots in suit inventory.
Alright, good. Well, I can at least go places and explore, knowing that I can bring the ship back. I'll wait till it's down a little lower.
Inventory full.
Fair enough.
Technology recharge.
There we go. Doesn't seem like it's that cold either. Minus 1.9 degree Fahrenheit. That's barely a Michigan winter day. There it is. The planets also seem pretty stationary too. The weather doesn't seem to be changing at all. And I don't know if that's everything's procedurally generated, so I don't know if that's just because I'm too far and that's just what the planet looks like from down here. So it's actually not active or doing anything. Same goes with its two moons that also do not seem to be rotating in any degree or orbiting or anything. They also seem to be relatively stationary. And I feel like a planet that close should be able to at least see the changes from here. I mean, if I can see cloud formations from an entirely different planet, you know, I feel like things should be changing a little bit. Because this planet, according to the stars here, does seem to be rotating. Yeah, it's still stationary. I mean, nothing seems to be really that inaccurate or that far of a stretch as far as like this planet actually goes. I'm assuming that there will at least be another day cycle. Well, let's call my ship here.
Technology recharge.
Oh, so it's now 66 degrees Fahrenheit. So it does appear to be warming up. Of course, I don't know. That might actually be my ship. The ship is 66 degrees. So let's see if at a base speed we can get any actual resistance. Trying to leave the atmosphere. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, absolutely no resistance. Trying to leave the planet. And when that space station said arrive in 5 hours, it meant it. Those were 5 actual hours traveling at the basic speed. So this game does give a pretty good sense of scale. I mean, obviously, I don't think that they can... You know, they probably could put actual distances between things, but that would be extremely boring to play. So I assume that's why all these planets and moons are relatively close to one another. I mean, even traveling at the warp speed that I'm traveling at, getting to the space station is taking quite a while. So this is pretty much No Man's Sky. I will do a little write-up about things that we saw, but for the most part, this is pretty much the game. This is pretty much it. There's another ship pretty much the same as mine. So, yeah, I think that's a good place to end it.